Will there be tariffs on gold coming in from Switzerland? Well, we're not quite sure yet. There's conflicting information out there from two different government agencies and interpretations of news reports. We'll try to make sense of it all in this video as we explore. In an unusual move, I made a video midday outlining what I thought was established news because it came from a government agency that there would indeed be a 39% tariff on gold bars coming from Switzerland. We're going to get into the details of that, and you can refer to that prior video if you want to hear what that's about. But late-breaking news is first heard just after I uploaded and posted that video from Silver Heist, made me aware, and I did some more research on this. And investing.com says the Trump administration plans to issue a new policy that will exempt gold bars from tariffs, following confusion in the market after U.S. Customs and Border Protection had ruled they would be subject to duties, according to a report from Bloomberg. And that was first reported by the Financial Times late yesterday afternoon. Nonetheless, people are panicking and confused, and the gold futures market did as well. Now, channel sponsor Summit Metals has gold that you can buy, and they have some pretty good deals on select gold products, especially fractional gold. So check them out. I want to thank Summit Metals for sponsoring the channel. Elevate your wealth with Summit Metals. Now, gold indeed is a metal that, no matter what they do to it, it will always retain its value. And insofar as being pretty resilient. And the spot price has not really moved a whole lot through the chaos of what's been reported late afternoon yesterday and through today. But nonetheless, it is hovering right around $4,000 an ounce, just below that. In fact, in late trading, moments before the markets close, gold is actually down slightly today. It did rise a couple of dollars earlier. In fact, it got up to a high of $3,407, largely due to anticipation of what could be coming with these new tariffs. But indeed, it is sitting now down 80 cents to $3,396.10. Silver is actually doing a great thing, following along gold this time. It has been fairly resilient to the upside. It got up as high as $38.55. It is now trading up 6 cents a day to $38.41. That's good news, but we're talking about gold here because of these tariffs. But nonetheless, there's nervousness in the silver market too. So this is what investing.com says. They're interpreting that they plan to issue a new policy that will exempt gold bars from tariffs. But the thing is I think they're jumping to conclusions here. Reuters is reporting something different here. White House to clarify tariffs for gold bars as industry stops flying bullion to U.S. That's a very different headline, a very different report than what investing is saying here. Now, the White House plans to clarify what its official called misinformation or fake news, as Trump likes to say, about import tariffs for gold bars amid uncertainty, which saw some industry players pausing deliveries of bullion to the United States. And of course, that applies to certain bars. I'm going to get into that in a moment. According to a ruling on the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Service's website, Washington may place the most widely traded gold bullion bars in the United States under country-specific import tariffs, a move that would roil the metal's global supply chains. The White House intends to issue an executive order in the near future clarifying misinformation. It does not mean exempting gold. So I think they jumped to conclusions there. So about tariffs and gold bars and other specialty products, the White House official told Reuters. U.S. gold futures paired gains from the White House comment. And right now, the gold futures market has dropped precipitously because of this news. Massive drop once that statement came out. It is now, the gold futures market is sitting at $3,455.70. So that's still well over $50 above the spot price. So there's a pretty big gap there. In fact, as I'm recording this video, I keep on refreshing the news section of the whitehouse.gov page, and I'm not seeing anything yet. We may get something over the weekend. They're going to probably want to put something out sooner rather than later to see exactly and to clarify their position, because it didn't say that it would be exempt yet, according to this piece here. Now, the CBP ruling refers to cast bars from Switzerland, the world's biggest bullion refining and transit hub, which is now subject to U.S. import tariffs of 39%. And specifically, the CBP said that the correct HS customs code to use when supplying 1 kilogram bullion bars and 100 troy ounce bullion bars, the most traded sizes on the U.S. futures market to the U.S. And so that is very, very specific, which means that any gold that would come to most of us, which would be these bars, are probably the most common size, the 100 gram bars would be exempt. They definitely would not be covered by that. And that's what those are. So 50 gram or even up to 500 gram bars would not be collecting tariffs or taxes on those coming in from Switzerland. So, however, Washington included only the latter code in the list of products excluded from country-specific import tariffs. And with this code here with 7108.13.555 not on the list. The Swiss Association of Precious Metals Manufacturers and Traders said in a statement that the clarification applied to any country delivering these bars to the U.S. The United States is a long-standing market for us, so this is a blow to the industry and for Switzerland, Christopher Wild, president of the ASFCMP, told Reuters. With a tariff of 39%, exports of gold bars will be definitely stopped to the United States, Wild said. While Switzerland is the refining and transit hub, Britain is home to the world's largest over-the-counter gold trading hub, and South Africa and Canada are among major gold miners. Likely imposing 39% tariffs on Swiss kilo bars is akin to pouring sand into an otherwise well-functioning engine. I say likely. The possibility remains that this is an error, said independent analyst Ross Norman. A major gold refinery in Switzerland stopped deliveries to the United States after seeing the CBP ruling, a top manager of the refinery told Reuters, while a gold logistics specialist said some other industry players outside of Switzerland did the same. The White House's upcoming executive order should hopefully clear things up, said the logistics source, but it does not necessarily mean that they're saying that there's going to be no tariff. It just means that they're going to clarify misinformation. What is that misinformation? What is it related to? Will there still be some tariffs? We really don't know yet. What is fake news by their own agencies compared to how this is interpreted? Likely probably would mean they would be exempt, but we can't say for sure at this point because it's not been clarified. Protecting the U.S. gold futures during this uncertainty are high stocks of gold in COMEX-owned warehouses after massive inflows over December through March as traders hedge against the possibility of broad U.S. tariffs hitting bullion imports. The COMEX inventories currently amount to 86% of open interest against a more normal 40 to 45%. So there's no liquidity issue at present, said StoneX analyst Ronan McConnell. Now, this is a big problem, folks, because even if they do come out and investing.com is right that there is going to be an exemption of gold bars from tariffs, well, the cat is already out of the bag. There's already going to be uncertainty because of the positions that Donald Trump has taken with tariffs, and admittedly, there's a lot of chaos around tariff announcements and executive orders and new tariffs here, an increase of tariffs there. It's causing some real problems here. He's using them as negotiating tactics and tools, and I understand that to a point, but now the market is getting numb to it and not in a good way. So this is going to have an impact even if they are exempt. Even if some of this was misinterpreted through different government agencies, it's a real problem, folks, and which means that gold's price is likely going to stay up. and silver too, because for fear that anything could change on a dime, pun intended. And I'm not talking about a silver dime, I'm just talking about a regular dime. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this plays out. Nonetheless, I think the damage is done already. The quicker they can get a statement out, the better. And before I end this video, I'm going to just refresh the White House page one more time to see if there's any statement at all. And no, there's not. And likely, they better get on the ball and get something out sooner rather than later, with emphasis on sooner. So, very interesting indeed. Let me know what your thoughts are about this news. Updated news. A lot is happening in the world of precious metals, and I try on this channel to give you the latest and to be on top of it. I can't do it all, always be right there every single time, because I work a full-time job as well as do this pretty much full-time too. But I hope you will consider subscribing for the latest news. And with that being said, I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to each and every one of you for taking the time to watch, and to encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.